Superhero content seems like a dime a dozen nowadays. With the advent of shows like The Boys and Invincible, and even shows like Doom Patrol, there's no wonder why people are excited for alternate takes on the superhero genre. But today I'm here to talk to you about a show known as Jupiter's Legacy, the brainchild of Mark Millar. You might know Mark's work with such titles as Wanted and Kingsman. The show centers around a central conflict between the older vanguard of superheroes and the new generation of heroes and their clashing ideals. Let's talk about the characters. We have this universe's Superman allegory in the shape of the Utopian, aka Sheldon Sampson, and his version of the Justice League, known as the Union. Sheldon is a very extreme version of Clark Kent. If Homelander is what Superman would be like if he was terrible, then Sheldon is what Clark would be like if he was Superman 24/7. Sheldon takes the moral dilemma of good versus evil to its maximum potential, seeing the world in black and white and no shades of gray. Throughout the show, there's a code of ethics that he enforces on his family and subsequently the rest of the superheroes on the Union. The code being one of non-lethal force and no authoritarian regimes. This causes him to go head-to-head with some of his closest allies, including his children, Brandon and Chloe. Chloe is Utopian's pessimistic daughter. She grew up under strict guidelines on how to operate in this superhero landscape. This pressure causes her to break away from her family and live independently as a supermodel. Think of your basic Instagram influencer meets Kylie Jenner if she was a superhero, living off of brand endorsements and her family name. Brandon is probably one of the major characters from the comics that had a total rehaul in terms of temperament. In the Netflix version, he's more wide-eyed and believes in his dad's ideals, although he has a lot of weight to carry in terms of expectations. Throughout the show, he's pulled in many different directions, and due to this decision he makes during the beginning of the show where he kills a supervillain, he faces a lot of judgment by his father. Hutch is the son of George Hutchinson, aka Skyfox, a former member of the Union turned supervillain. We pretty much see Hutch as an Aladdin type character, using his power rod, made by his father, to make a profit for himself. And he also hooks up with Chloe. His main motivation throughout this show is to find his father and get answers. Finally, we have Brainwave, aka Walter Sampson, the older brother of Sheldon. He's basically the Charles Xavier type. He's very stern and very manipulative. And as the series goes on, we learn that he turns out to be the actual villain of the story, manipulating everyone into thinking that Skyfox was his true villain. He believes Sheldon's ideals are outdated and believes in might makes right. Overall, the tone of the show is very well rounded. Going into the show, I advise you to not perceive it as a DC or Marvel type fare, and more like a character piece. It's a very solid show coming from a very solid comic book, and the difference between the comic and the show aren't that distracting. If you like drama or Indiana Jones type storytelling, or heck, if you even enjoy superheroes in general, I'd advise you to go watch this show. But if you agree or disagree with anything I had to say about this review, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And yeah, comment in the comment section. Let's start a discussion. And yeah, thanks for watching.